It's extremely super!
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Kamen Rider Gotchard, the EXGOTCHALIBUR. So here we are, and there it is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. Right up front here, we have the sword, we have Gotchard. On this side, we have Gotchard. On this side, we have sword, things, stuff. On the top, we have Gotchard, sword, things, and stuff. On the bottom, words, things, warning, don't eat anything in this box that could be very bad for you. On the back of the box, we have our obligatory product shots. It does this, that, thing, stuff, that, and the other. And of course, we have Sad Pac-Man. That's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have the EXGOTCHALIBUR. And before we take a look at the sword, we're going to take a look at the included card. So we get X-Rex, that's right. It would have been great if we got UFO X included with the sword, since that's the first card he uses with the EXGOTCHALIBUR, but oh well, it is what it is. The UFO X card was a free giveaway, and I was not lucky enough to get that, so yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, let's take a look at the card we did get. There we have X-Rex, and again, very cool artwork on these cards. He is a number 10, that's right. He is a full power. And you see the back, we just get the X because he is the X. So without further ado, let's bring in the Gotchard driver and our friend the rider can, because if the rider can, you can. So let's get down to it. And as you heard with just X-Rex by itself, you just get your regular standard fever. But you can get a combo noise with X-Rex, but since X-Rex is a number 10, you don't use another Chemi, you use the blank card. So let's take a listen. There you go. So now with the attack. You get a number 10 fever. Oh, that fever. And next, the Gotchard gun. There you have that. And now the Chemi Riser. There you have that. And last but not least, the Valvarasher. And there you go. So now it is time for the main event of the evening. Here we have the EXGOTCHALIBUR, and this is Gotchard's first major upgrade of the series. And yeah, here it is in its sword mode. Now, I will say in sword mode, it's a little dinky, but of course it's a Kamen Rider roleplay sword, so it's going to be. But for the sake of the gimmick, it has to be even dinkier because the handle is like super small. Even for my tiny hands, handle's a little too small for me, but again, for the sake of the gimmick, it has to be, so, you know. We can't do the magic that it does on the show where everything is nice and full-size. It's just the way it is, but we'll get in close here. So we can take a look at the details. You can see the entire sword done in red and blue. You get the nice gold X there, front and center. All this red done in transparent plastic. There's some nice bits of molded detail throughout. On the other side, here you have your card reader. That's where our cards will be inserted. And the on-off switch, we have to open up. We have a little release button right here. You pull this out, you can open up this section. And right here is your on-off switch, and here is your battery compartment. It takes 3 AAA batteries, which are not included. You'll have to get those yourself. But yeah, and you have your trigger, and the speaker is right here. But yeah, that is the sword in a nutshell. So without further ado, let's get down to the noises. So again, we have to open this section up so we can turn it on. So again, your on-off switch is right here. Turn it on, and we get tells you what it is in case you already forgot. You can see the LEDs going off in there, and when we pull the trigger, get a little slash noise. And again, you can see that LED. Sorry, the light's going to give some glare here. There we go. You hear that clanging sound. And the LED going off in there. You can rapid fire that if you want to. And that is pretty much all it does on its own. Now to do our attack, we need to flip it over. Here is our card reader. We can bring in X-Rex. Now you want to insert the card face down, going barcode first, and we will do our attack. Gonna standby music, and pull the trigger. And explosions and explosions. So there you have your attack. And just pull the card out. And we'll bring in some other cards. We'll bring in Hopper 1 here. There's Hopper 1. We're not going to go through every single card here. We're just going to do a couple. We'll do a Mad Wheel. Apparently I pulled the trigger by accident there. But there you go. I'll do it again. I want to do it properly. There we go. I want to hear the music. There, that. And we'll do the blank card, just because. So there you have that. And that is pretty much what the sword does on its own. So now, let's get down to some super henching. Alright, so we have the Rider can back, and we already have Steam Hopper in the driver, ready to go. So what we need to do is, we gotta do some prep work here with the EXGOTCHALIBUR, and we need to first take this section, flip it up. Again, we have that little release lever here. Just pull that up, bring that up. We're going to pull this little release so we can bring the blade up. And we have a button right here. You push that, and you can bring the handle down. And there we go. It is ready to go. Ready to be plugged onto the driver. We're now going to open up the driver. And plug this right up top. Take our card. And henshin. And there you have your super form right there. There you can see the EXGOTCHALIBUR attached there to the driver. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So now we'll do our attack. And you get your Shining Fever. And of course we can do this with other cards. We'll pull out X-Rex. Do Mad Wheel. You just get a standard noise there. It doesn't even tell you the card's name. And since I have it here, I'll do the blank. Again, nothing special there. You get a blank Shining Fever. And in case anybody's wondering if you get something different if you leave this in sword mode, well, let's find out. The answer is no. You get no different noises. Exact same thing happens. Now, when you have the sword plugged into the driver, it is locked in place. Don't try to just yank it out. Otherwise, you may break something. There is a little release button right here on the side. So you just push that. And you can extract the sword. And we'll move the Rider can off to the side here. And to get it back into sword mode, you just push this button here. Bring the handle up, and the cool thing here is when you flip this section back up, it'll just make the blade pop up automatically, and now you are back to slashy mode. So there you have the EXGOTCHALIBUR, and yeah, it's pretty cool, for being the first, major upgrade of the series. It's quite the cool item. I do quite like it. My only real complaint is just the handle is just a bit too small, even by, you know, Kamen Rider roleplay sword items. You know, it's a little too small. But again, for the sake of the gimmick, it had to be. So it's understandable. I can let it slide. But you get some cool noises. You get a cool light show when you have it plugged into the driver. It has a full reader, so it'll read every card you put into it. So all in all, a nice first upgrade for Gotchard. So there you go. Now I picked this up from Hobby Link Japan, but of course there are many other sites you can go to for stuff like this if you're interested, such as CS Toys, Ami Ami, Hobby Search, Mandarake, of course as always eBay and Amazon. You can also check out BigBadToyStore.com for Kamen Rider items. I'll put a link to their site in the description down below so you can check that out. You can also check out the Gotchard playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love, Peace, Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Kamen Rider Gotchard EXGOTCHALIBUR, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek! Be proud, palm in your face.